How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Double Pebble, and in this week's review we are looking at TC Zlatan Ibrahimović. Now I got rave reviews from him, highly recommended to me by my guys on Discord to try him out. So I got a +3 version of him. I think it was around this price, around 200 million, to try him out. And I do have some thoughts which I will share later, but we'll first go into the stats analysis first to see why my Discord guys would recommend TC Ibra to me. Okay, so Ibra is obviously a very tall striker, so we are definitely gonna be crossing the ball to him quite a lot. The first thing is his 192 cm, 84 kg, 5-star skill. That's important. 5'4" weak foot is good as well. And then his work rate is mid-low. Strength is very high. Like Ibra, we know he's built like a tank. His body is actually quite lean. There's not much fats or extra bulk to him, but he's incredibly strong. So it's 95. He's not known for pace, so 81, 84. And then dribbling and ball control is very good as well. We know Ibra is very technical as a player. He's like the only player in the world who is so big but then so technical. And his finishing is 90, shot power is 94, heading is 89, long shot is 87, volleys is 92, positioning is 86. Reaction is also not that fast. I would think probably maybe because of his age. That's why 78, but this is not the current season. This is based on TC, so it's a younger version of Ibra. Penalty is 88, okay. Free kick. Shot curve is actually not that good. This might affect his finesse shot. Agility is 87. Balance is quite good, 94. And he is extremely aggressive. Ibra is crazy aggressive, on a bad temper, always push people around on the pitch, never gets bullied, so that's why his aggression is so high. And the composure is only 82. He has also got the impressive skill, long shot and power header. Power header is no longer so good in FO4, but I think it still plays a part in terms of the quality of the header. We'll have to try it out, of course. Right, let's now go into the price. He is cheap, I would say 80 million for a +1, but the good thing is that the upgraded version of him, right, are all flooded in the market at lowest. Even at the +2, it is roughly lowest, 95 million. And then a +3, which is the one I got, is at lowest already, 146. And a +4 is 500 million. Again at lowest. And then you have 32 +5 Ibra at 1 billion. Again, it is at the lowest. So in terms of value of the player, they are all at lowest. So it is easier for us to get him if he is worth it. So let's now go into the in-game analysis, and we'll analyze his strength and weakness. Okay, by far his biggest weapon is his ability in the air. He's extremely effective from crosses, and that is due to a few factors. First thing is his imposing physique, 192 cm, great height, and then very high strength and balance. So it's quite difficult to stop him when he's in the air. And then he has the power header trait, which I think strengthens the headers. Now the thing is, because in FO4 you can do driven headers with everyone, so with or without the power header trait, right, the headers can be very powerful and bullet like. So I'm not exactly sure how the power header trait comes into play. Maybe the accuracy is better, maybe it's more powerful than conventional driven header, but I don't really see a difference. He does win a lot of contested headers against defenders, even with, most people like to use Virgil van Dijk in the Thai server, so I come up with Van Dijk a lot when I'm using Ibra, but he is still able to win quite a bit of headers. And when he does tag himself onto fullbacks, right, when they are smaller size, he will eat them for breakfast every single day. And next thing is, we know that the Ibra is not just a one-dimensional player where he can only do headers like maybe Peter Crouch or Lukaku. They are more one-dimensional. He is extremely technical, so he can play the game as well with his high dribbling stats, ball control, agility, balance, plus the 5-star skill moves. So when I use him, I find that he is the type of striker that can create his own chances with a variety of skills, rather than just purely relying on supplies from the wings or through balls from the midfield. And the next thing is his finishing is very good as well, and this is expected from a top class striker. One thing I do find out is maybe this is placebo lah, but I find that he does score more spectacular goals compared to other strikers. You know, he doesn't really strike me as a scruffy kind of striker like, you know, Van Nistelrooy, who is always in the box pouncing, poaching goals, but he is the type that, you know, will score very spectacular goals from time to time, which I think again could be placebo, but I feel it's like that as well in the game. And the next thing is his long shot is not bad. Shot power is high, so the power long shot is quite good. I didn't really get to try out his finesse long shot, but I don't think it'll be that good because of the shot curve. If you have tried finesse shot with TC Ibra, and let me know in the comments below how he performs in terms of the long shot. Weakness: Ibra is obviously not known for pace. No, he's never been the fastest player around, and that, in my opinion, is his biggest problem, because he does find it hard to get in behind defenders due to the lack of pace, and that proves to be difficult against defenders who are able to keep up with him. So if you can imagine a very fast defender like Team of the Year Varane, okay, he will be able to catch up or even stay in front of TC Ibra, and that is going to be a big problem, and because of the fact that in FO4 pace is such an important currency. Next thing is I find that he's not as mobile and active compared to, let's say, my Team of the Year CR, and this is likely due to his mid-low work rate, which affects him quite a bit. I find that he likes to stay in the center of the pitch and quite deep, so to try and dictate play lah. That has the problem of not being able to stretch the defense. So if you use somebody like, let's say, CR for example, he will really run into the channel more, and that will really pull a marker with him and will cause more problem, more spaces around the final third of the pitch. But for Ibra, when I use him, I find it hard to attack because he don't really make that run to the wings or even run in behind. He tend to want to dictate the play. So the best way to use him, right, is to either, you know, get the ball to him and let him perform his magic, or get the ball out wide and swing in crosses for him to cross, which I feel is again not multi-dimensional enough against top class opponents. Overall, I would rate him only a 7 out of 10 for me. I feel that although he is not just a header monster, he is still quite one-dimensional for a striker in FO4 because he lacks pace. Okay, he is strong in the air, definitely very strong in the air. As you guys can see in the highlights, he scores some very nice headed goals. He is also very technical with 5-star skill moves, which means that you can do scoop turn with him, but his lack of pace really hinders him. It doesn't allow him to burst past defenders like other players like Mbappe, you know, Eusebio. This kind of player can burst past defenders and basically have a free run at goal. Is he worth it? I feel that, you know, because FO4 is such a well-rounded game compared to FO3. FO3 is just crossing all the way. FO4 is more well-rounded, which means that Ibra is not the type of striker that can do very well here. Pace, again, is such an important currency in FO4, and if you lack that, right, as a striker, it really makes attacking more difficult. I personally wouldn't recommend using him lah, because of the fact that even till now, with all the tweaks and updates, crossing is still not as reliable in FO4 compared to FO3 unless you are crossing with icons. So my experience with Icon Rivaldo and Eusebio is that they are very good crossers. Most of the time the crosses do not reach the goalkeeper, evades the goalkeeper, right? But if you're using normal player like the other side one, my other wing, Team of the Year Mbappe, many times his crosses are cut out by the goalkeeper, so that means that your crosses are still not going to be very effective, and that is why Ibra is again not going to be super effective in the current engine. Alright, with that, I'll end this review. Hope you guys find this helpful. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy my FO4 review video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Do check out our Facebook and Discord as well. The links are all in the description box, and I'll see you next time.